What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Another Crab's Treasure here on the backlog. I am Base637, the as always gracious host. And well, the plot thickens. Trash day came by, and a magic cereal box from the surface came down to New Carcinia. Now, what does that mean? Well, it naturally means we're going on a treasure hunt. Because this is clearly a map of, like, an accurate map of the fucking ocean. I mean, I'm not here to argue with details on that. All I know is, we're about to be fighting because we need that shell. That Mr. Prawn here, the con artist that he is, conned us out of our shell. I mean, Krill doesn't know that. I know that, though. So, alright, fine, you pain in my ass. I guess we're gonna have no choice but to have a copacetic relationship in order to keep on going here. Ooh, I can... Ooh! 3 blood star limbs you have. I am gonna take a guess and say that's 2,500 each. For a little bit of, I'm real close to that. And I think I only need 1 left in order to... Or 1 more. In order, yeah, to get a little bit more permanent health. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna work towards that here in a second, but there's a lot of important dialogue to fish through here, so I'm gonna get cracking on that. Well, that was quite the clamor, I say. Again, I don't remember all the voices I give at any given point in time, so I'm winging it. It's not every day you see someone go claw to claw with Roland. I didn't know I was going to cause such a commotion. Ho ho! If you ask this old man, it's about time someone stood up to that bully. He's been attempting to pave over my museum for God knows how long. But I digress. We've got to get a move on if we want to beat Roland to the punch. As I said, the first stop on our journey is in the Grove. Head out of the city and keep traveling north and you'll reach it eventually. Just take care not to get devoured, I say. Yeah, this sounds good. But what if Krill wanted to have his little crab booty eaten out? Don't tell another person how to live their life. That's just not cool. But apparently you either have more to say or you're gonna repeat yourself. One or the other. Yep, okay. Been there, done that, got it. Oh yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland. Your idol? You like that guy? Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know? You mean, I don't look down on just anybody who has a little bit of money, because not everyone who has a little bit of money is a shitbag, but, like, for this kind of example, like, a completely soulless, like, multi-billionaire looking to fucking just, like, own everything in the town, yeah, like, eat the rich, but in this sense, completely eat the rich. That's about the best way I could put it. You shouldn't idolize him just because of what he's got. There's not really a lot of character in a guy like that. Roland came into this town with nothing, save the clothes on his back and a trash-scavenging empire that goes back generations. And he built that empire up into a somewhat bigger empire, all on his own. Well, why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool, then? You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market, and that makes us rivals. The free market demands I do my best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition. Well, I mean, you actually have a somewhat decent idea of what business is, but if you go into something like, I'll use my channel here as an example. If you go into being like, everyone's your competition, do you know how many people are on YouTube? Like, yeah, there's competition, but if you go in with the right mindset, kind of like what I'm doing, just do this for fun, and if it happens, it happens, it's a better way of going about it than just being like, huh, Yeah, no, if you go into something like this, at least, with mindset of it's all about instant gratification, you're not gonna last long. I mean, imagine if you go viral and then you can't keep that dopamine hit going. It's just not conducive. Like, I don't know. I know how I'm doing my channel, and that's all that's important to me. I'm not really here to give anyone a pep talk on how to do any of this. Ultimately, though, do what makes you happy. That's ultimately the grand scheme of things. Just drifted into town, and you're already making waves, kiddo. If it wasn't for you, we'd have all just rolled over and let Roland step all over us like usual. So we're all going after this treasure then. Seems like it. If that old-timer who runs the museum ain't pulling our claws, whoever gets that treasure is gonna have some serious pull around town. But honestly, as long as someone gets it who ain't Roland, most of us will be darn pleased. Who is that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Roland? Only the CEO of Shellfish Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides what a few independent traders haul in with their own 2 claws, all trash that makes its way into New Carcinia goes through Roland. So he's got some deep pockets. Shellfish Corp owns most of the buildings in town by now, and charges a pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down in the lower crust, you could say we ain't really fans of the way things are going. So taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face? I think I can think of a lot worse ways of spending a tide or two. But enough about Roland. We gotta make tracks towards that treasure. That museum creator told us to head to the Grove, right? I've been to the Grove before. Meet me just out of town if you need a nudge in the right direction. Thank you. You are a doll. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, a real-life treasure hunt! I can't remember his voice. I feel like I gave you a voice that was a little bit more, you know... How do I put it? Just fucking wing it like normal. This is the sort of thing you can read about in books as a little... This is the sort of thing you read about in books as a little crablet. Do you think we'll fight a shark? Or a bobbit worm? One of those horrendous monstrosities that live only in the deepest depths of the drain? Why do you sound so happy about this? I really hope not! Yeah, you should not sound so happy about potentially getting devoured. Heavens, what excitement! I'll be tagging along on your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it for all of my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers. People who follow me around, just desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any? Ah, so you have the... You really do have the fame mentality. I mean, eh. That's really all I have to say on that. Eh. Alright, well, let's keep on going then. Lots of crabs. I mean, we're in the ocean. There's gonna be lots of crabs. Alright, but now that I know he sells Bloodstar limbs, I'm gonna get 100 quick microplastics, and I'm gonna buy one, because extra health. Extra health good. Extra health I don't have to level up to get. Very good. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the hassle of reading everything everyone has to say here. It got real quiet out here, real quick. I get the feeling if I just drop down, I'm not gonna find an easy way back. I'm also gonna do myself a favor and, save the game quick. Oh, wait. I have moon snail shells. As long as I find one, I can teleport to and from easy. Okay, going down. Oh. Never mind. There's an easy way back. Okay, cool. I'm really not that interested in reading every bit of dialogue from every crab right now. Oh, fine. I'll stop by for you, Mr. Ravioli Hat. Come to the city, they said. It's safe inside the reef, they said. Fat lot of good if we can't even afford a place inside the walls. It's still better than staying out there with that beast out and about. Is it? What's stopping that thing from coming here, anyway? What, you don't trust scent markers? Have a little faith in technology. I get the feeling there's another big baddie to beat. A lot of talk about the end of the world these days. Oh, trust me. I've heard my fair share of that in actual reality, too. It's only a matter of time before whatever's gunking up crabs' minds out there comes to gunk us up, too. Or, you know, so they say. Y'all figure that stuff is really true? Who gives a shit? If my rent doesn't go down soon, the world can go ahead and end as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah. So true, brother. I mean, yeah, rent prices are really high. Like, absurdly high. Like, there's no reason for the rent to be so fucking high. Heck yeah! I've never been to the open ocean before. Enchanted Grove? Here we go. You have fun with that. Oh, you're both out here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold your seahorses, kiddo. Look, we're technically rivals in this treasure hunt thingamajig. But that don't mean I want to see you get devoured before my eyes. What'd I do wrong? Look, there are rules to explore in the sands between. Namely, steps you gotta take from preventing him from slurping you right out of your shell and eating you whole. See these arches? Folks who commute from here have done a pretty good job of scenting routes to the nearby areas. Scenting? Yep, laying down scents that he ain't a fan of. No matter how tasty you are, he won't pass near the path. Wait, who are we talking about? Who is this guy? Look, just stick to the arches, okay, kiddo? And if you get chased, make your way back to one as quick as you can. Can do. Alright. So, you're serious about this treasure hunt after all? Of course I am. This is the only way to get my shell back. Please, don't take offense, but I have suspected you to lose your nerve, I say. The sands between are no place for an innocent crab. Whatever, I'm super brave. Let's just get this over with so I can go home. Point me in the right direction. Oh, you might have what it takes after all, child. Such a willingness to run off and get killed in the name of discovery. It brings a tear to my eye, I say. Since you're new here, I'll give you an overview. To our north is the Enchanted Grove, once a reclusive village of spiritualists. East of here is Flotsam Vale, the company town of Shellfish Corp. And west, I wouldn't go west without a good reason. Not that it matters. The captain's map has pointed us north and towards the Enchanted Grove. Meet me there, and we can discuss our next steps. Yes, sir. Okay. Am I done flapping my lips for a while? I would actually appreciate that. I want to get down to the gameplay. Where's the next scent thing? Okay, I thought something bigger was coming. Give me... Ooh, that was enough microplastics for what I need, so... Hang tight. I'll let it out to the point where we're right back here. Hey, little fella, looking for something? Besides your shell, I mean. Yes, I want... You know, there's actually a number there. I wonder how long it would take to just grind for that. Part of me wants to know, but I already know flat out I don't have the patience for that. Yes, please. And that gave me a pretty substantial fucking health bonus. Nice! To be fair and honest, I don't know how effective the +2 resistance is really working out. I am kind of trying to build a glass cannon. And for those who don't know what a glass cannon is a build, essentially, picture a literal cannon made of glass. It's great to fire, but if it takes any damage, it's going to crumble, essentially, here. Now, in terms of gaming, what that means is you have no defense, but a very ferocious offense. Meaning, I hit like a truck, but I'm squishy as, well, an insect, or something gelatinous. Like, if Krill here takes a hit, he feels it. Shelleport! Am I not able to... Oh, I hope I can teleport back here. I should be able to. Logic would dictate that's how that works. The hermit crab returns, prepared to augment his abilities. Oh boy, I get to pollute myself for power. That's not exactly I hope that's not what's actually happening here, but I get the feeling that is what's happening. Alright, so let's get Perry. Wow. The hermit crab's shell is invaluable in protecting him from predators. Again, I can't remember any of the voices I gave. And it's gonna be a while before I edit this, so yeah. We're getting there, though. But protection will not be enough. To achieve his goals, he must make sure his shell is a tool of aggression. He deflects his enemies' attacks, destabilizing and confusing them. How can such a small creature withstand such massive blows? It seems to defy the natural order. Ooh. Riposte! Hold up. I'm getting skewer. Out in the open ocean, many creatures must take another's body in order to survive. The hermit crab has taken life many times already. But as his story escalates, so too must the violence. I mean, we are animals, and this is the survival of the fittest in this case. I mean, we're all sea creatures here. But skewer's going to be invaluable, I get the feeling. But not as invaluable as riposte. That's what I've been trying to do a little bit, just to, you know, make life easier for me. After your shell takes a hit while blocking, your next attack deals increased damage. Ooh. Riposte is going to be invaluable. The hermit's crab control over his shell does not stop with deflecting attacks. By redirecting their energy, he turns his opponent's strikes into his own. Such in-depth battle strategy is rare in the ocean. Praise be to the noble moon snail, who taught him everything he knows. You are a pompous-sounding fuck. I will also get aggravation too. What determines whether a creature flees a larger predator or stays to fight? Perhaps it is a calculated decision based on whether they feel they can win. But sometimes, we see prey creatures take fights they have no logical hope of surviving. Driven not by logic, but pure primal instinct. To flee is not in these creatures' nature. I still have 27 points. I could get one more bigger skill. Or I could see about getting streamline. We're gonna get streamline just to start, because I want to see what the rest of the tree is. The hermit crab moves like water itself, performing practical acts of acrobatics to avoid his predators. But one wrong move, and it could be all over. I have 22 points. I can't buy anything more in this tree. I kind of like the sound of skedaddle. Okay, so the umami training is just going to give us more umami power in the end. Okay. Alright. I'm going to make this a longer episode, seeing as it's been all talking and not really any action, and I would like to see some fucking action here. Press B to jump and A to gracefully dodge through the water. Okay. Acknowledging the knowledge, riposte. This is something I need to know. After a successful parry, quickly press the right bumper to perform a riposte that does a lot of damage and restores a single umami charge. Acknowledging the knowledge. Skewer, that one's self-explanatory. Parry. Hold LB to block, then release the button right before an enemy attack lands to parry the attack, taking no shell damage. This will also harm your opponent's balance, getting them closer to being capsized. Ooh. That's gonna come in handy. Alright, enough flapping my gums. I want to fight something. The sands between. Got a whole bunch of new powers. That's going to take some time to, it's gonna take me some time to get used to. I wanna practice parrying. There we go. Oh, that's gonna come in handy. Though my shell is not going to like this. Oh, you're the thing! Oh, you are. You're a delight. Ow! You do damage. Lots of it. You do damage. Lots of it. And yes, crabs are cannibals. That explains what she was talking about there. Whew, boy. I want to fight you, but I also don't really want to die this early. I'll wait until I have a little more health for that. I know what a bread claw is. We've crossed that bridge already. That's skewer. That doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it's still damage. I mean, you guys do it all the time, so hey, turnabout's fair play. Okay, where's the next one? Okay, I see it in the distance. Ow! You dealt some damage to me there, sir. I can't have that. Yeah, glass cannon. Great in theory, not so great in practice all the time. I'm gonna probably want to start putting some points into resistance. Oh, my shell! I'm exposed! Oh, hey, another shell. What are those blocks there? They glow purple, resembling umami. I imagine that I will know more later on. Yeah. Right now I'm more focused on getting to the place we're trying to go, the Grove. So I'll worry about that first. Are you... Yeah, you're not chasing after me anymore. What do you have to say? Hey, you! Me? What do you call a blue crab who goes on a lot of dates? What? Sleeping with... Wait. Did I say crab or fish? Damn it! I've been waiting so long for someone to come by so I can tell them my joke. And I screwed it up. I'm so stupid. That's the last straw. My life is worthless. No, it's not. Oh! I'm sorry, the fucking what? We just saw someone go feral. Is it a strong emotional reaction that causes it? I'm gonna just keep swimming. Choosing the Dory approach here. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yeah, you guys aren't exactly hiding, and I'm actually kind of appreciative of that. But I'm also not looking to deal with your asses right now. Am I here? I think I'm here. Methinks, I have arrived. I want to get the teleport. This way I can do a little grinding, and then I think I'll get a little bit of defense. Because I'm probably gonna want it. It's gonna take a long time to fucking grind for defense, though, and I'm very aware of it. I don't know what the level cap is, either, so I should probably look into that. You are friend, not foe. Okay, good. And who might you be? You again, vagabond. I'm pleased you survived. Whoa, I barely recognized you. You're the guard from Slacktide, right? Nice hat. Indeed. Shaitan is my name. However, I have shed my title. I was foolish to pledge my sword to a lord so easily swayed by greed. You understand, don't you? The consequences of the fall of Slacktide. No one to guard the bridge? Far more serious, vagabond. What annihilated Slacktide was an infection. At first, I thought it a pollution of the body. Now I suspect it stems from the mind. Regardless, I believe it was the Duchess's greed that invited it into her lands. And until those like her are annihilated, the infection will spread and spread and spread. For this purpose, I have arrived at this grove. So you came to the grove to kill someone. In a sense, I came to grow in strength. The way through will not be easy. It appears polluted bandits have overtaken this place. But I believe somewhere within lies a master who might grant me greater power. Power that could destroy the ruler of the reef. The ruler of the reef? You mean Roland? I met that guy. He seemed like a real jerk. I don't blame you for wanting to take him down. You came face to face with the tyrant? And you failed to strike him down? What? I wasn't going to fight a guy I just met. Even if I wanted to, his bodyguard would have probably wiped the floor with me. Humph. Know this, vagabond. Anyone can identify evil. It is nothing special. If you are unwilling to lay down your life to correct this world's cruelty, what use are you? Well, I don't see you rushing to go fight Roland right off the bat either. Maybe I'm also here to get stronger so I can take him on. You think about that? We shall see. You must be strong to have survived this long, vagabond. Use your strength to strike down this world's evil, or it is all for nothing. You sound like a samurai. I can actually respect that quite a bit. But I think you actually might be onto something there in terms of like how the creatures are going feral. Based on what I just saw with that person more or less just going straight up feral over, like, literally failing to tell a joke properly. At least in this sense, yeah, it's definitely a battle of the mind. It's something to think about at the very least. Alright, but before I go too much further into here, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I know, it's been a lot of talking, a lot of plot. We're about to be getting into a lot of combat. So, I'll save that for the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've been enjoying another Crab's Treasure so far, don't be afraid to leave a like on any of the videos. If you want to see more, all you have to do is subscribe. If there's anything you want to tell me down in that comment section below, by all means, I will be keeping my eyes peeled. And if you are chomping at the bit, trying to figure out when the next episode is going to drop, even before I get a chance to drop it, all you got to do is click that little bell. It'll tell you everything you need to know. That being said, I am Base637, reminding you all to stay current out there, everybody.